Hi, I'm Bob Mackay, and we're going to do a how-to video here on opening up a group that'll be private and also putting some private items in that group. So, first thing we're going to do is open the group. So we go to Groups, and when all the groups open up, you create a new group right here. So I'm going to create a new group. I'm not going to do an image right now, just to make it a little quicker, and we'll call it Private Test Group. There we go. Test. And it's going to be private. The group itself is going to be private. Any membership, when somebody wants to get into this group, has to be approved by the administrator of the group, and the group administrator is me because I started this group. Now I'm going to leave the library items as open, so anyone can add stuff, but I'll also show you can still make an item within the library private. So there we go, done. And my private test group is going to be created in just a second here. And there we go, the screen's refreshing, and there's the private test group. You can see from this little icon here that we're set to private. And there's a little warning about it not being fully secure, and that's only because administrators can actually look at items within here. But generally, for what we're trying to do, we have a private group, membership by approval. You can add quick links to the library, and they're open. So now let's just do that. Let's add something into the library. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Library and add the item in question. So here we are. We're at the top level of the library, and I'm just going to pop it right in here for now. So there we go. Add item to library. Click here, and it's a document I'm going to add. And let's see, what do we want to add here? And there it is, private test document. And open. And it will load. It's loading now, and there we go. Private test document. And you can put whatever further information you want here. Now what you need to remember to do at this point, see at this point this item is public, but we're going to click on More, and we're going to make it private. Before we do, I'm actually going to put a tag on it. I'll start with PR, privacy. I'm going to make it private. And now I've created my own special tag, and I just hit the space bar, and it's now been tagged private as well. This is just so you know that it's private. It doesn't necessarily mean that it creates the privacy. This here is what creates the privacy itself, and there we go. You can also allow your connections to see this item, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it simple right now, and a little explanation as to of what the privacy means here, and then done. Okay, so now we've got the item in the library, private test document, and the way we're going to do this, I'm going to click it, open this document, and now I'm going to share it with the group that I just created, and I do that with the organize one here. So this is to add it to a group that I want. It loads, and as you can see, it's in my collection already. It's ticked. And if we go down, we will see the new group that I opened called Private Test Group. There it is. Click and done. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So we've created a group which is private, and we've also created an item that we've put in the group library that's private as well. So I'll show you how this works. I'm going to log out as myself because I created this group, so I'm the owner of the group, and I'm going to log in as, instead of Bob Mackay, Robert Mackay, another persona for myself here. And I don't belong. When I log in like this, I'm just another member. I don't belong to that private group that I just created. And that's why it says that, because the page I was at was private. So here I am. I've now logged in again as Robert Mackay and just a regular ordinary member. So I want to go and see if I can see these that document. So one of the first things I could do is just to type private and search and see if I can find it. I've got the private test group, but as you can see when you look over here, it's set to private. And if I wanted to join it, I can ask to join it, but I have to request. So remember, it was by approval. So that's where I would do that if I wanted to do that. But I'm not going to be able to see, and this was sorted by date added, so you can see that I can't see that document. I can click on private test group as much as I want, and I can't go there. In fact, I will just pull up just groups here by searching on groups only. Search, and that's this group I cannot get into. If I search for any other groups in general, search, you'll see that any group that doesn't have that little icon, like the nomination committee for example, I can just click on it and go directly to that group. So there is that item is private. If I log out as myself or as a regular member and log back in as Bob Mackay, you'll see I have an orange shirt on now when my picture comes up. Now if I search on private, because I'm a member of that committee, there's the private test document. So, and I could put a description in, and I can do all of the other things, and I can comment on it and such like. So that's how you create a private document within a group, and you can have the group by approval. So this would be a perfect example if, for example, you had a group that was your board or a private committee of some sort, and they wanted only to be able to see particular documents. That's how you create those documents. Thanks very much. Bye.